I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Cause I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright.
Hello and welcome to Xero Uncut. This is our draft special episode today. I'm Xero as normal.
And I'm Bobby. What is up?
Yeah. First of all, before we get into the drafting, obviously we've got a couple of bits of news to cover. Let's start off with the NXT news. First of all, NXT Battleground has been moved to the UFC arena in Vegas. UFPA. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's obviously because then there's crossover, isn't it, with UFC and everything like that the company are doing. So it makes complete sense, really.
Is the UFC doing a show the night before?
Probably, I expect.
Because I noticed NXT, which means
so
it would be open for UFC to run Saturday.
I mean, there was this news, obviously, ages ago that they're looking to do mega TKO weekends, obviously in the same sort of area. So you would have then, say, a SmackDown on the Friday, UFC on the Saturday, a WWE pay-per-view on the Sunday, and then Raw on the Monday, all roughly either in the same arenas or around the same area. So say like they're in Vegas or whatever, it could be sort of around there. I don't know how true that is or whatever, whether they are doing one, but it says it's... what's the date for it? It's June the 9th. I don't know so I don't know whether anything's been announced for WWE around that time, like where the shows are or anything. Or
I'm gonna see if I can find out when where SmackDown is that day or that weekend.
See if it's on there. Let me have a look. I'll have a look as well a minute whilst we're on this. On this bit.
Friday, 7:45, Louisville, Kentucky. Not that close.
Oh no, so they're not in Vegas then. So maybe then they haven't. Maybe then they haven't started that then. But I mean, it's quite interesting that they've obviously moved it to there, isn't it? Really,
because where was it originally? Georgia, South Carolina.
It was. It was. So I don't know why. I don't know why they moved it or whatever. I guess it's obviously like what we said because of this whole UFC crossover thing with TKO, and that it could be that like what you said. There's probably one. There's probably a show beforehand for that one. So, but yeah, there's that. Some of the other news then.
It's also not going head to head with Double or Nothing, so it makes it easier for wrestling.
Yeah. So obviously then some news then that's obviously come down this week then, quite some big news then, is WWE have been doing releases again. So first of all, Jinder Mahal has gone and the rest of Industry. So that's obviously Veer and Sangha. So Veer is no longer coming.
Shanky, not Sangha.
Oh, yes. Oh, I deleted the wrong one then. Sorry. I deleted the wrong one on the spreadsheet, so I'll have to have a look at that one. So it's
is Sangha even still around? I don't even know.
I don't know. I've removed him off the spreadsheet anyway for later on. So that's that one. So Industry is gone. Zion Quinn as well. He wasn't being used anyway. So I mean,
I think the last time we saw him, he was murdered by Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I mean, he'll probably end up going to AEW because his missus is there, isn't she?
Yeah, or whatever. His wife is there. I saw his wife in person. She's very good looking in person too.
Yeah. So she's so he's probably going to go there. Obviously Xia Lee's gone as well. That one, for some reason now, all the fake outrage has obviously done that there.
I forgot she was even with the company, to be completely honest.
Yeah, to be fair. Who else has gone since then? They've also then now announced that Von Wagner's gone.
Yep.
And also on top of that as well, they have also released, who's the other one? Cameron Grimes. Yeah, Cameron Grimes. Yeah, so he's no longer going to the moon. Unfortunately. Yeah, he obviously released a very emotional statement now online saying that he'd been released and everything.
I think he'll be fine. I think he can work the indies.
He'll probably go back to Impact. Impact will probably take him back on that, and the Trevor Lee and stuff. Like he'll probably go back to that. I expect.
I just hope Jinder goes to AEW.
Yeah, well, talking about this actually,
I want to see Jinder and Tony feud.
Yeah, now there's been quite some interesting news that's come down. I don't know whether you've seen this, but it's about the non-compete clauses.
I did. I saw this last night.
Yeah, apparently now it's been they've now been banned from being made legal, and all it says here. So the FTC has banned non-compete agreements. The Federal Trade Commission has issued a final ruling making it illegal for bosses to make workers sign non-competes in any scenario, and voiding nearly all existing non-competes. So that basically means essentially Jinder could show up tonight, because that means there's no
Jinder. Where is AEW? So, get Jinder on a plane right now.
I mean, this is the thing: is technically as soon as the person's contract expires now, there's no longer 30 days or 90 days or whatever. They can literally show up like a minute after their contract expires, if need be. If that's the case, obviously there will be no shows at midnight on certain ones, unless obviously you have an AEW one which goes for about 12 hours, basically.
I was dozing off on Sunday. I ain't gonna lie.
So you what?
But I was also drunk. I was also drunk, so that didn't.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. So So that seems to be that seems to be quite interesting there.
Wait, don't most of these guys live in Orlando?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dynamite's in Jacksonville tonight.
Yeah, so I mean, so he could show up in that and like feud with Hook for a little bit before Hook.
Well, it's funny. Hook might be on his way out. So.
Yeah, Hook might be on his way out. Yeah, so it'd be Tony
They're
Khan.
Just gonna reverse it.
Tony Khan will get stalked by somebody and it'll be Jinder, and that's what it'll be.
We need a Tony Khan and Jinder Mahal feud.
Yeah, that's what you need. Yeah, So I mean, I don't know what his name would be. Probably just a Maharaja or something like that. They'll probably put him down as, or I don't know, or he'll show up with Vera and everyone like that as well. So yeah, that's what he'll.
I don't even know his real life name.
No, I don't know.
I know he's Canadian, which threw me off.
Yeah, but no, I mean,
born in Canada.
Yeah, so I mean, so that could be that. But yeah, so that's mostly all the news. Oh yeah, and Finn Balor as well has re-signed for a multi-year contract as well. So
apparently it's worth big money.
Yeah, I like how he done it though as well. He told me, I said, after 10 years, I finally come to the agreement that I'm going nowhere. It made it seem like he was leaving and that. And the first couple of things, like after 10 years, it's time for me to give up or whatever. But now he's not going anywhere, according to him. So yeah,
he was one of the ones I wasn't sure on. Like I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if his contract ran out and he left.
Yeah, yeah.
The other 3 or 4, like Drew, Seth, Becky, like I'm sure they're coming back. But Balor, I was like,
yeah,
I wasn't sure on. But
Drew, I believe has already re-signed. I believe Drew's already re-signed.
I think he's just play. And by the way, we'll get into what Drew said on Monday. He had me in tears.
Yeah, I see that he had, especially that line about don't look at my kilt. And that was
there was a few lines. We'll get into that.
We'll get into that one. Yeah, and then Becky, I reckon's re-signed because of the belt, because apparently the story going around is that she was meant to be taking some time off. But she agreed to step up.
I have a theory about that.
Do you? All right, okay.
Yeah,
well, go on. Might as well say that one now then.
Oh, now? Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
So I fully believe Becky was going to take time off to be with Seth.
Yeah.
I think because Rhea went down, they were like, hey, can you delay that time off a little? Like, give us a few months, and then we'll have you lose the belt, and then you take
time off. Yeah.
That's why I think she might lose it at, like, Money in the Bank, or maybe even in, like, Scotland, and then she's gone.
maybe SummerSlam. She might stretch out to SummerSlam. You never know.
Maybe it could be SummerSlam for sure. I'm just throwing dates out, but I don't think she makes it past SummerSlam.
Because
Like,
that's when Rhea's meant to be back, is at SummerSlam.
I think maybe like Liv wins the title at like Money in the Bank. Then
Yeah.
Becky gets her rematch at SummerSlam. Liv beats her again, and then Rhea attacks Liv.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Because that way Rhea isn't taking away from Liv's like moment, you know.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So that's so that'll be that. But no, it's
Or you
yeah,
can do
that's
Liv
quite
versus
interesting.
Rhea. Nah, I think it's the smoothest transition. Because like
Yeah.
you could have a Jesus, a Liv and Rhea feud. Like,
Yeah.
because like after SummerSlam, I'm not gonna say it's the dog days, but it's slower.
Yeah, so I mean,
So, like,
yeah,
you-
so
you
they
can have
could have
that to
that
look forward
up
to.
Survivor
Yeah.
Series, couldn't it? Really? So
Yeah, I
sometimes like
mean-
maybe Saudi or Survivor Series or something, or
Yeah, you can do
I don't
something
know.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously then one of the other ones then that we need to obviously Seth then, but Seth though apparently ain't for like for like 4 to 8 months or whatever. I think they're just going to extend his contract.
I think Seth's gone a while. I truthfully would not be shocked.
Yeah,
Sorry. I would not be shocked if we don't see Seth to the Rumble.
do you reckon so?
I think he's got to get the knee fixed, which he already has.
Yeah.
He might as well get his back fixed.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, where obviously he's injured now, his contract's going to be extended, so that gives him now an extra sort of like 4 to 8 months, really, to like.
Yeah, I think he'll
resign
long. I think he'll resign long term anyway.
Yeah. So, but yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. So that's obviously all the news. We might as well then, before we get into the draft special, then, did you want to bring up the Drew thing from Raw? Did you want to obviously then mention that then? Yeah. So we'll do that then before we get into the draft bit.
Drew McIntyre. Man's national treasure. He sits down cross-legged like CM Punk. Don't shoot up my kilt, you perv. Always a good line.
Yeah.
And then he's going off on a tangent or whatever. What? Say what if you French kiss your sister? What? Y'all are sick. Now that, I was like, okay. Then Sheamus comes out, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, yeah,
Drew's like, it used to be banger after banger after banger. Now it seems you're just burger after burger after burger. And I was like, oh my God, that is good. And even Sheamus is smiling. He's like, that's good.
Have you seen what Sheamus tweeted out? He actually tweeted out afterwards, burger after burger after burger.
I think he tweeted something like, when I win the King of the Ring again, I want to be recognized as, and it was the mascot from Burger King.
Yeah.
Now that's funny. And people were like, oh my God, how can Drew say that? They're best friends in real life.
Yeah. And I expect Sheamus
probably had some input into it, didn't he? Yeah, I think even Fightful said, like, Sheamus like laughed and said, yeah, that's a good line.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's quite.
Listen, wrestling, you can get away with a lot more with your friends, of course. But like, if it's a good line, and if you're not so soft, you're gonna be like, yeah, it's good. Well done.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
Yeah, so, it works, doesn't it? It works. So yeah. But no, so that's obviously everything there then. So so as we were saying then at the start of the show,
we should mention NXT, how it ended.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't watch it, so.
Yeah, do you not know the results?
I know obviously that we've got a new champion.
Yeah. Trick Williams, the new NXT champion.
Yeah.
And I tweeted from your account last night.
Yeah, I've seen that.
No problem admitting I'm wrong. At first, Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, Grayson Waller, and Trick Williams, all of them. I was like, I don't know. I'm like, these guys are the future. I was wrong on all of them. They're all stars now. They're all great.
Yeah.
They have all done tremendous work with whatever they're doing. Whether it's Carmelo being NXT champ, Braun being NXT champ, Waller being a tag champ, or Waller being he never won a belt in NXT.
No. Yeah.
What it's just like they've all done great work, and Trick Williams has become a star since when did he debut? 2021,
I think so. Yeah.
2021, 2022, something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
Yeah.
2021. I'm not sure. Whenever that was, since he's debuted, he has risen, and he deserves it. And he's going to be the face of NXT going forward.
Yeah.
Dragon, and hats off to Dragunov. He had a great run. When did he win that belt? Like September?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, so he has had quite a great run, but yeah, obviously we knew he was going to be dropping down because he's coming up. One of the ones that surprised me is obviously Roxanne's retained because she's meant to be getting called up as well.
Yeah,
That's what surprised me.
She was third on my list of people who would win. Now I was correct in saying Tatum Paxley was taking the fall.
Yeah,
but I did not
not
expect it to be Roxanne.
No, the only other thing which I can think of is that maybe then she's going to get drafted then to either Raw or SmackDown, then a star from there will basically then beat her and then move to NXT. That's the only sort of one which I can really think of.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't the draft kind of like a? Because now she's going to be going back and forth between obviously whatever show, unless she gets drafted to NXT.
You never know; she might do. I mean,
I think they're including
NXT into it. So yeah, so obviously because they done that bit, didn't they, last night on NXT? I've seen that bit where obviously they had all three GMs, didn't they?
Which would kind of make no sense, but
yeah. I mean, I don't know. They could have literally just drafted anyone to anywhere, couldn't they? So, they could have like trick us all and stuff like that, really. So, I don't know really. But talk about draft anyway. Whilst we're here. So as we said at the beginning of the show, so this is going to be our draft special now.
Yeah.
What I've done is I've got every single name off the roster of who's obviously still there. And what we said we were going to do is
to Raw.
No, yeah, let's not. And then what we were going to do then was basically then go through and predict where we actually think they're going to go. This isn't fantasy. Yep. This is where we think they're going to go.
No, this is like a legit and we can even if we disagree, we can I could curse you out. We could
basically
that's a normal day. No, we could. I mean, we'll respectfully disagree, but we'll be like, this is why. Let's just say you think Logan's going to SmackDown. I think Logan's going to Raw. We could just put in a few reasons,
Yeah, and obviously, and just sort of take it from there, and then be like, this is what we think, and that. Obviously, if we just agree on it, we'll just go, like such and such a Raw, whatever, or such and such.
If we agree, there's no reason to.
Yeah. Obviously, then we could end up splitting up groups, factions, stuff like that, basically, to where they think they are. And then on next week's show, we'll have a quick recap over it and see how many we were close to and how many we were sort of off and stuff like that, really.
Yep.
And then obviously now actually discuss who's going where. I will as well have full coverage this Friday and Monday of where everyone's going. So what I'm going to do is on the actual website, I'm going to put on there who's been drafted to what I done last year. Well, I basically posted on there sort of like who's been drafted to where, and I'll be updating it during the show. So it'll be like round 1, round 2, stuff like that, basically. So then like anyone who does miss it for any reason will be, it'll be on the website. And I'll also try and get all the free agents as well afterwards, or obviously if they do things like on SmackDown Lowdown or whatever the bloody hell it is now, or if they do it after
SmackDown Lowdown.
I don't bloody know whatever it's called now. I don't bloody know.
That needs to be the name of it now. What
I don't bloody know.
See, I don't even know. SmackDown No.
I don't know what it's called now.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
But SmackDown Lowdown sounds phenomenal.
It does, yeah. I mean, obviously then, so any that I get announced on social media afterwards, whatever, as well, I'll try and pick them up as well if I can do and put them on the website.
Oh yeah, they might do that.
Like we did last year when I done it through that way. But yeah, we're trying to do that way. But no, whilst Bobby tries to find this one then. So how I've done this then at the moment then is I've got them in the current group is on the current shows where they are in the order. So I've obviously got like all the men and all the women and stuff like that. So we'll go through each one as it is and obviously decide where we think they're going to go to. If it's going to be factions or whatever, or groups, then we will obviously do that as a group or faction. I'll keep a note of it and stuff like that. So yeah. yeah, so whenever we are ready, I shall sort of take from there, really. So,
For SmackDown. Yeah, it ain't. Wait, Speed. That's on there. Bottom Line. No, I've never even heard of these shows.
I don't know. What it's called now.
WWE's The Bump. I know that one.
Yeah.
Next Gen. No. All right, I can't find it. Just
No,
someone
but-
comment on that.
Yeah, we'll
It's
find
just
it. Yeah, you know what it is.
Actually, you know what? There is an easy way to do this. Just go to Peacock and just type in
That's the easiest
SmackDown.
way. Yeah, because it'll show
'Cause
up now, innit?
don't they all get uploaded to Peacock after?
Yeah, it should do. Yeah, I would have thought. I would load up the WWE network, but it would probably
Wait,
crash my
it's-
end. So.
It is SmackDown Lowdown.
Is it? Oh, okay, all right then.
Well, so I see Talking Smack.
That's the old one, isn't it?
Yeah, because it says SmackDown Lowdown, new episode Saturdays. That's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah. How good I got that, isn't it?
You could have given me 1,000. I would have never thought that was the legit one. But
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah.
all right,
So,
enough of SmackDown Lowdown. Let's go.
Yeah, so we'll quickly shoot through some of these then. So we might as well start off at the beginning. Then these are in alphabetical order as well, so that makes it kind of easier as well. So we'll start off with Akira Tozawa. Where do we? Well, that's not an option. We've got Raw, NXT, SmackDown, or Free Agent, basically.
Raw, I guess. I don't.
You reckon Raw? And now is he going by himself, or is he going to go with the group? Do you reckon?
Is he still part of the Alpha Academy?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, he'll go with them. I don't.
Yeah. That what I was going to say then was I think they might take Chad Gable out of it. I think Chad might go separate.
Well, didn't he kind of tease them getting a stable on Monday? He was yelling at Maxine and Otis.
Yeah. So I mean, do you think then that maybe then Chad Gable might stay with them, or do you think he's going to go separate, or what? So sort of.
I don't know.
What do you reckon?
This one, I say they'll stay together for now.
Right. Okay. Right. I'll keep Chad on there then. Right. So the next one then. So Andrade. I got it wrong, the one which I said. So yeah. Do you think Raw, SmackDown, or whatever? Which one do you think? I got the wrong Mexican. But I said what I said before the show. You think Raw, yeah? Right.
Sure.
Okay. Right. Apollo
What?
Crews.
I'm gonna pick the guys where I picked it in my draft. Go watch that, by the way. Oh, but Apollo Crews, free agent, maybe.
Maybe free agent, yeah. Okay. Strowman. I know he's injured at the moment, but
Yeah, he'll be back. I feel like the Uncle Howdy stuff is gonna be on SmackDown.
do you reckon so?
I mean, or is it on
Because
Raw?
of
where are they showing the QR codes?
They're showing it on both shows. It's happened on both shows. That's the problem.
I mean, Bray was on
So-
SmackDown last.
Yeah. So do
I'll
you
go
think
with SmackDown. I'll go with
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Right. Okay. Bronson Reed.
I think I have him going to SmackDown.
Yeah, because he's going to be chasing Sammy, and I think Sammy's going to SmackDown, but we'll get into that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good.
Yeah, the Creed brothers. Obviously, I've got Brutus Creed. Are they going to keep the Creeds together? Do you reckon, or what do you think? They're gonna split them?
Yeah, I don't think Julius is ready for a split just yet.
No. So, what do you think for them? Raw or NXT, really? Raw, NXT, or SmackDown? Sorry.
No, definitely not NXT. They got called up. I have Miz and Truth staying put. I have them go to SmackDown.
SmackDown. Right. Let me just do Julius Creed as well whilst we're here. Right. So then the next one then. So your favorite wrestler in the entire world, CM Punk.
SmackDown.
SmackDown. Priest.
SmackDown.
I've got Priest going to Raw.
Well, there's a method here. I'm sure you can figure out where I'm going if I have Punk and
What?
McIntyre going to the same show.
Oh yeah. So you think they're doing that way? Yeah. I thought he might have been staying on Raw because, of course, obviously they need a champion on Raw because, of course, Cody I think he's going to SmackDown. I do.
I have Cody going to Raw.
We'll put him on there, and I mean, okay, right. Well, what I've done for the minute is I put Priest on SmackDown. I mean, we've.
I mean, this is good that we're disagreeing.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I don't know. I think with the Netflix deal coming, obviously January of next year, Raw's the biggest show now by far.
Yeah.
Like USA has SmackDown, sure, but and remember, you got to keep in the back of your head, Fox is not renewing for 6 months. They're gonna want to be like, I think Cody's gonna head into Netflix as the main, like, he's the biggest star right now.
So you think that Cody's going to Raw then?
I think he's going to Raw.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's granted, yeah. So, well, I've put Damian Priest down for SmackDown for the moment. So that's fine now. So Dexter Lumis, he hasn't been about for a while, but he's still employed apparently. So where do we think Dexter Lumis?
Free agent. I can't even.
Free agent. Right.
When was the last time we saw him?
I don't know, ages ago. He's been filming stuff, hasn't he? He's gone into like TV and stuff like that for a while. Because he's been doing a lot of stuff there through TV and movies and stuff like that he's doing. So
him, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's getting him the dollar in and stuff, isn't it? So yeah. Dominic Mysterio. Now, is he going to go with Judgment Day, or do you think they're going to split them? Question.
I mean, the easiest way to split this group, because Priest is the world champ right now.
Yeah,
is to just draft Priest to SmackDown or Raw, and then keep the rest of the Judgment Day intact. Rhea Ripley going away does change some things. So
I mean,
I'll say Raw. I'll say Raw now. Before, when Rhea Ripley was the champ, I would have said take them all together.
Yeah.
But things have changed now.
So
I'll say JD, Finn, Dom, Raw.
Okay, right. Yep, I've done that. That saves that one. Right. Okay, so I can guess where the next one's going to go to. So Drew McIntyre. I think Do you think SmackDown?
SmackDown.
Fair enough. Yeah, he can be a free agent, can he? You know, that's fine.
If he did both shows weekly, I wouldn't complain.
Yeah. Eric and Ivar, or just Eric for the minute. I mean, obviously,
what do you mean Ivar?
Just Ivar for the minute because Eric's injured. But I mean, I put Eric down on the list as well. So
NXT.
You think they're going to go NXT, the Vikings? You think?
Well, I'm just thinking Ivar right now because I don't know when Eric's going to be back. But
all right,
Ivar has already rocked up in NXT, so why not just keep him down there? You know?
Yeah. Right, Giovanni Vinci. Now, obviously, he's not part of Imperium anymore, really. So, do you think he's going to be?
I think he's going back to NXT personally.
Do you reckon so? Right, NXT will put down for that one. The Ring General Gunther.
Where did I have him going? Raw.
Yeah, still on there. Yep.
I think he's going to beat Cody eventually. So
probably, yeah. We've got a nice little mixture going on at the moment on here. So the next one then. So Jey Uso.
I was talking to a friend about this last night.
Yep.
Now this might age poorly, but I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
NXT.
You think NXT?
You can send him to NXT. He could be the world champ.
Yeah.
He's not going to be world champ on the main roster.
No.
But if you want to bring some big names to NXT, have Jey Uso go down there. He can feud with Trick, maybe not Trick, but I'm just saying I wouldn't rule out Jey Uso to NXT.
Yeah. My only thing with that is I know the Usos are reforming.
But
that's the thing.
But I'm not going to officially say him to NXT. I'm not ruling it out.
No,
but,
I mean, I might say that they're gonna. I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna put him, Roman, and Jimmy on Raw.
I think I had Jimmy going to SmackDown, but if it is going to be Bloodline Civil War,
yeah.
Well, I think Roman's definitely on Raw.
Yeah,
I think Roman's coming after Cody eventually.
And I was like, unless then they're going to move all of the bloodline to Raw, because this is what's making me think is the whole thing that happened on Friday with Tamatonga and Kevin Owens' car, and obviously Nick Aldis.
Yeah, and I mean I still haven't seen that because I was at the movies. But what Aldis said, I almost said Pierce. He's like, this doesn't work on SmackDown, so they might be on their way out.
Yeah, that maybe then they maybe then draft the entire bloodline to Raw, because like what we've been saying is Raw's obviously going to be the bigger show. They're going to want the bigger names, and at the minute, the biggest thing in WWE is the bloodline storyline. So they're going to obviously want the biggest thing. So this is what's making me think that every single member of the bloodline is going to be NXT, but it's going to be Raw basically. And quite interestingly as well, apparently in an interview today, it was either yesterday or this morning. I can't remember who it was with, but Jey Uso has turned around and officially said Roman Reigns will always be my tribal chief, and I'll always acknowledge him.
Basically. Well, it's probably going to be Roman, Jimmy, Jay, and Jacob.
Maybe, yeah.
Versus versus The Rock, Solo, Tamatonga, and
I don't know.
Inserts. Wait, actually, no.
It could be 3 versus 3, couldn't it?
Actually, I'm gonna switch this up a little.
Yeah.
The Rock, Tamatonga, Solo Sikoa, and Jacob Fatu versus Roman, Jay, Jimmy, and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
That would be good. I think that would be good.
Yeah. So, I mean, should we put then all of the bloodline on Raw, roughly?
I think so.
Like,
I have them going to Raw in my draft.
Yeah. Okay. Then right. So let me then just put all these onto that. And so, are we going to include The Rock into that as well, or?
I feel like The Rock's just going to do whatever show he pleases.
So if we put The Rock down as free agent, then so I'll put him down as free agent, really, because he can just literally just show up whenever, can't he? Really?
I mean, he did Raw and SmackDown leading up to.
Yeah. So right. So let me then just put all these down. So I've got Tama, Solo, Roman.
They're not gonna stick
Jimmy
The Rock. They're not gonna stick The Rock to one brand. He can.
No. And obviously, I've got Jacob Fatu on a free agency list at the moment, so I'll put him on Raw as well, and I'm with them. Yes, let's get that one there. Right, so then Johnny Gargano.
Raw.
You think Raw? Now, is he going to go with Ciampa, or do you think they're going to split them? Because, of course, they've been teasing the split.
I think they're going to stay together.
They're going to stay together.
I saw that the other night, but I think, for now at least.
I'll put Ciampa on Raw then as well. Then, so Kofi Kingston.
Raw, I guess.
Raw. Stay with Xavier, or
yeah, they're staying together. I don't think they're ever going to break up at this point.
Right. So obviously Ludwig Kaiser. Then, so we think then Raw. He's going with. Do we not think he's going with Thingy? Oh yeah, Gunther's on Raw. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Raw.
I thought we put him on SmackDown. Yeah. Right. So Miz and R-Truth.
They're staying put on Raw, I think.
Raw. Right, I'll put them down then. Odyssey Jones, he's obviously not showed up at all anywhere at the moment, but
who?
Yeah, exactly. I'll put him down as free agent for the minute.
No, I didn't even hear what you said.
Odyssey Jones.
Oh, free agent. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Ricochet.
I've been saying Raw a lot recently. I gotta get some SmackDown in there, but Raw, I guess, because Sam Irvine.
Yeah, unless obviously they swap them over. You don't know.
I mean, it's very possible.
Yeah. Sami Zayn.
Now this is SmackDown. Now we're going to SmackDown.
Yeah, because I was going to say, because this is the thing, is are they going to swap them over in that and then like have Logan come to Raw for a little bit?
Yes, we're having
swap them over. Yeah. Seth.
I think he's staying put on Raw, but clearly it won't matter. Because I have him and Becky staying together. So
I'll put him down as free agent for the minute, because he's going to be out for a little while. So if I put him down as free agent, I'm thinking, should we say that? And
that's true. He might not get drafted. It might be when he comes back, what show he chooses, kind of thing.
Yeah, so I'll put him down as that. And then the last one that's currently on Raw at the moment, then for the men's, Shinsuke Nakamura.
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
I
I was going to say NXT.
I mean, I wouldn't hate that.
Mm. I'll put them down for SmackDown for a minute, but yeah, but I would have thought I would say NXT. Right, whilst we're on this one then, so we might as well do the Raw Women's then. So
Okay.
Becky Lynch.
I think Raw.
Yeah, because obviously she needs to stay on there, doesn't she, to feud with Liv and everyone like that,
Liv
unless they're
and
going to move the
Rhea.
entire lot over.
Yeah.
Candice LeRae, obviously staying with thingy, so that'd be Raw.
Indy. Yeah, I guess Raw. I don't. Some of these
Yeah.
are like I don't even know. Like
No. Chelsea Green.
hopefully Raw, so she can take her top off. I mean, sorry, my mind went. Yeah, Raw. Why not?
Raw. Okay. Are we having a up with Piper as well, or are we going to split
Yeah,
them?
Raw. By the way, I love Chelsea Green. Love the work she's
Yeah, I
doing.
know. Yeah.
And by the way, I got really scared yesterday because Sean Ross Sapp tweeted, Chelsea Green has been, and I said, no. And it said, been doing the best work of any return under Triple H. I said, oh, thank God.
Yeah, obviously.
Because I thought she got released again. I was like, no, there's no way.
Yeah, no, yeah, they couldn't have done that. So no.
I would have been mad.
Yeah.
If she got released again, I would have been mad.
Yeah. Right. So Ivy Nile.
Where do I have the creeds going?
You have the creeds on SmackDown.
All right, send her to SmackDown.
Right. Katana Chance and Caden Carter.
SmackDown. We need some SmackDown in there.
Liv, we reckon Raw because of thingy. We reckon so. Yeah.
Well, it's funny in my
yeah.
mock draft I recorded this before Rhea Ripley vacated. I had all of Judgment Day going to SmackDown and Liv going to SmackDown. Now I think they're going to switch it up a bit, but
fair enough. Natalia. Now I've heard she's going to NXT. But
yeah,
I, mean,
I would say NXT. I would say NXT.
Yeah. Yeah. Nia Jax.
Where did I have her going? I think I have her going to SmackDown.
88. Right,
Wait.
Yeah.
Liv and Rhea. Yeah, she could go after Bailey. Yeah.
Yeah. Nikki Cross. She's obviously not been about for a while, but she is still active. So
free agent.
Free agent, right? Yeah.
It's one of those ones I couldn't even tell you an idea.
Yeah. Raquel.
I'm gonna say free agent because nobody knows when she's coming back.
Yeah. I'll do that for Rhea as well because obviously Rhea, we don't know when she's going to be back. So
I mean, Rhea will. I feel like Rhea will be back before Raquel, but
I'll still put down as free agent because she's injured at the moment, isn't she? So really, so they're not going to draft her. Shayna Baszler, I've got her going to NXT.
And you mentioned that to me off air. I'm good with that. She needs a jump start, so
yeah, maybe go back to NXT. Now, does she go with Zoe Stark or do they split her up? That's the question.
I think they'll split her up. Split them up, not her. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get around to Zoe Stark in a minute. Then Sonya Deville, she's obviously still injured at the moment, but like, she's surely due back soon.
She should be back soon. Yeah, she tore her ACL in like July.
Yeah.
What show is Chelsea on? Raw.
Raw. Okay.
Just remember they were tag champs.
Oh yeah. Tegan Nox.
SmackDown.
Okay.
It's one of those ones I just don't know.
For some reason, Trish Stratus is on the list, but I'm going to put her down as free agent. I don't know why she's on it for. Yeah.
Well, she's still on the roster, like the active roster.
Yeah. Valhalla. Now, where did we have the thing?
NXT.
We had them going to NXT. Yeah. So Valhalla to NXT. Right. So Zoe Stark. Then, what do we think they're going to do with her? Then, obviously, if we've got Shayna going to NXT, you think she's going to stay on Raw? Right. Okay.
Maybe she could go back to NXT with her. I don't know, but I'll just say no.
Fair enough. Right, so we'll get on to then SmackDown then. So current SmackDown roster at the moment then. So starting off with AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. Where do we have him?
I haven't gone to Raw. I've said Raw.
Gone to Raw,
Jesus. Give me a SmackDown guy, Xero.
Okay, I'm just going through the list in alphabetical order. Okay, Akam and Razar.
NXT.
NXT, you think? Right, okay, let me then just put them down on that. Who else is in that group now that we need to...
Cross, Scarlett.
So do you think they're all going there?
I think, yeah.
Yeah. Cross Scarlet. That's about it, isn't it? Really? Yeah, because I don't have anyone else
It's
in there
Cross,
today.
Scarlet, Akam, Razor, and Ellering.
Yes, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Right. So then Angel and Berto.
SmackDown.
SmackDown. Right. Okay. Right. The Street Profits. So Angelo Dawkins and obviously Montez Ford. Where do we have them? Because they're going to go with Bobby Lashley as well, aren't they? If they keep them together.
I'm trying to figure out where I think I have them going to SmackDown.
They're going to stay on SmackDown.
I think. Did I say what show? Yeah, Bianca's currently. Yeah. I have them staying on SmackDown. Yes.
SmackDown. Right.
Yeah.
So let me just put these ones down then. So that'll be Angelo, Bobby Lashley. Sorry about this, folks. We're obviously doing this one. I'm just going through and just doing this.
Yeah,
That's
I've tried going to SmackDown.
Bobby, yes, it's Bobby Lashley, Angelo Dawkins, and stuff like that, isn't it? Yeah, and yeah, Montez Ford, right? Next one then. So we have Ashante Adonis, free agent.
Yeah.
Free agent, yeah. All right, so now then to the tag champions then. So Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Where do we have them? Do we have them?
Smack diggity down.
Smack diggity down. You think they're staying put? Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, if we've got our Awesome Truth on Raw, then yeah, they need to, don't they? Really?
Yeah.
Braun Breaker.
SmackDown.
Even
though I had him on a Raw, but
yeah. Carlito. SmackDown. Right. Cedric Alexander. I think he's going to go back to NXT.
Oh, sure. I'll go with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Cody Rhodes, SmackDown, we think? Or was it Raw? No, Raw. I
still think he's on a Raw, but
okay. Right. So now then the other ones which are going with Santos Escobar, so Cruz del Toro and Whacking Wild. Where do we think they are?
I'll say SmackDown again.
SmackDown again, right? Okay. I'll just put these ones down in a minute. So Whacking Wild and then Santos Escobar.
Santos Escobar.
Right, Dragon Lee.
SmackDown.
Right, so now Elton Prince and what's his name?
Kit Wilson.
That's it, yeah.
I saw a rumor, not a rumor, she actually said this. Tiffany Stratton and Pretty Deadly as a group. I think that would be hysterical. Yeah. So I will send them to Raw.
Send them to Raw. Right, okay, yeah, that could work, can it? Yes.
And I think you know where I'm sending Tiffany Stratton for a few reasons.
Right, well, I'll put her down now then whilst I'm on there. Tiffany Stratton to Raw. Yeah. Okay.
And Ludwig's on Raw, so.
Yeah, good point, yeah. So Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. Are they staying together or are they splitting? It's a question.
No, they would have to stay together. They did a little run in NXT. Why don't send them there?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, actually. I was actually going to say NXT. That was going to be my thought for that one. Interesting one now, Kevin Owens. Do they keep him on SmackDown because of Sammy, or do you think they split him again? Raw.
Because with Logan, Raw.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Now our second favorite person, LA Knight.
Where did I have him going? I think I had him staying put on SmackDown. Yes, I do. SmackDown.
Right, okay. Obviously, Logan Paul we've already discussed. That's Raw. Now Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
Raw.
You think Raw for them?
Yep.
Yeah, both of them. Okay.
Yeah, they're going as a tag team.
Yeah.
But I could totally see them staying on SmackDown and taking the belts off A-Town Down Under eventually.
Yeah, could do. Yeah.
Totally
Randy Orton. Raw, you think? Okay.
You gotta get that one-on-one with Logan eventually.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio.
SmackDown.
And for some reason I've got Sheamus down still underneath the SmackDown roster. So is he going to stay on Raw? Do you think?
When I made this list, Sheamus wasn't back yet. Yeah, he wasn't even back yet. It wasn't even advertised. I'll say SmackDown just because I need guys on SmackDown.
Fair enough, right?
And you can have him feud with Drew again, and Drew can win.
Yeah. Right, and then we'll then do the SmackDown women then at the moment. And so I think the first one we know where she's going to be going is Bailey. Do we have SmackDown? Or do you think she's going to SmackDown? Or do you think she's going to Raw?
I recorded this pre-Ripley. I had Bailey going to Raw.
Right. Okay. What?
But
do you think
I think they're going back to normal now. I think Becky to Raw, Bailey to SmackDown.
So you think that that's?
I think Bailey's staying put.
So you think Bailey's staying put? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
If you would asked me a week and a half ago, I would have said something different.
Fair enough. Yeah. Alpha Fire and Isla Dawn.
Have them follow Nick Aldis SmackDown.
So, okay, yeah, because we need some more of those interactions, don't we? Really?
Just make Nick Aldis a creep, which I don't blame you one bit, Nick Aldis.
Yeah. Damage control. So I've got obviously Dakota Kai, Oscar, and Kairi Sane and Io Sky. Do we have to stay together, or are we going to split them?
I have them staying together. That's another one where I had them going to Raw to go after Bailey, but now that I have Bailey going to SmackDown.
So you think SmackDown for all of them? Yeah. Right. Okay. Right. I should then just put them down on SmackDown. Right. B-Fab. Actually, where's
She'll go with the Pride,
which is on
SmackDown.
SmackDown, wasn't it? Yeah, that was that one. For some reason I've got Bailey down twice, so I'm going to take her out. Bianca.
SmackDown.
Is that where we got the other one? Hang on, where did we put?
SmackDown. Trust me. I'm thinking about that. Trust me. Don't worry.
So you thinking Jade Cargill still on SmackDown, or do you think she's going to get a Raw? Yeah.
Jade on SmackDown.
Charlotte Flair when she comes back. Or do you think they're going to draft her? Raw?
Because Andrade.
Oh yeah, good point. Elektra Lopez. She's with
SmackDown. Where did I have Garza going?
Angel Garza. Let me just have a look. Garza we had him on SmackDown. Yeah.
SmackDown it is for old Elektra.
SmackDown's getting a few people in now then. For SmackDown, most of the stars are staying put looking at this list. Michin. Mia Yim, obviously.
Raw, I don't know.
Raw.
Dynamite.
Naomi.
Another SmackDown. I think they're staying put together.
Shotzi.
Free agent because she's injured.
Good point. Tamina, she's hardly about, so I'll say free agent for her as well, should we say?
I thought she retired.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'll put her down as free agent for the minute. She's still on the active roster, apparently. And Zelina Vega.
I'm going to send her to Raw because of Andrade.
Yeah, good point, yeah. Okay, right. Before we get into NXT, then, we'll do, because NXT is a massive one, before we get into NXT, we'll go through the free agents currently at the moment. So I've got down Alexa Bliss. Where do we think Alexa?
A free agent still.
Free agent still. Carmella, same.
Free agent. Who knows when they'll be back?
Big E's going to be free agent because we don't know what's happening with him. Bo Dallas. Now, didn't we say we think that's going to be SmackDown, right?
Yeah.
The next one I'm going to put down as free agent because that's Brock Lesnar. We don't know what's happening with Brock Lesnar.
AEW.
AEW, fair enough. And then MVP and Omos.
I haven't seen Omos since the Battle Royal, I think. Both free agents. Stick with them.
Both free agents still. Right. Okay. Right. So this is now going to be the big hefty one now. So NXT.
I'm giving you a fair warning. I think I have most people staying on NXT.
Right. Well, that's fine. I'll keep the yellow one on going then. So Andre Chase. NXT. And obviously the rest of them. So who's in Chase U now? Because I haven't seen it. So
it's Andre Chase, Duke Hudson, Thea Hale, and there's some new guy.
JVR, is that it?
No, not Javier Bardem. No. And I've always confused these two dudes. Luca Crisafino is with the family, I'm pretty sure.
Does Lucian Price, is that the other one? Or...
No. Man, once I see the name, I'll know. But Hang on. Sorry, folks. We're never prepared though, so
I've not watched NXT for ages, so I don't know who.
You need to do better at your job.
Let me have a look and see what. Riley Osborne.
Yes, Riley Osborne. He's Andre Chase. Yeah, that's him. I always get him and Luca Cristofino confused. Don't ask me why.
We're doing that. That's took out quite a fair bit. Axiom.
NXT.
Corbin.
And Nathan Frazier, NXT. Corbin's an interesting one. I could see him. Where did I have Braun Breaker going?
Braun Breaker we have on SmackDown. Radio, so I'll put Braun Breaker for there. Boa, he's still about apparently, but yeah.
I guess NXT.
Right. Bronco Nima, whoever that is.
NXT. They're that tag team out of the mud or
So all of them on there then. So who else is part of that? But I'll get rid of.
I think it's Bronco Nima, Lucian Price, and Scripps.
Lucian Price and Scripps. Let me just find them. Lucian Price and Scripps. Right, this is taking off a hell of a lot from the list. Brooks Jensen. NXT. Carmelo Hayes. Obviously, we think he's coming up. Don't we now? So Raw or SmackDown?
I think they're going to keep him and Braun separate. I'm going to say Raw.
Then, right.
Yeah.
Channing Stacks Lorenzo.
Well, he's part of the family, so NXT.
And the other one's
we
part
didn't do the family yet. Oh, sorry.
No, we haven't done that one yet. So you think then the family's going to stay on NXT?
I think they're gutting NXT, so I think they've got to keep some people.
So that's Tony D'Angelo,
Lucian Price, Luca Cristofino, Stax Lorenzo, and Adriana Rizzo.
Right, okay, hold on. Adriana Rizzo, is that the other one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay, right. So then I'll go back into this then. Right, so Charlie Dempsey.
NXT.
Damon Kemp.
NXT.
Yeah. Dante Chen.
Didn't even know he was still around. NXT.
Dijak.
That's an interesting one, but I'm still going to stick with NXT.
Right. The next one, Drew Gulak. We'll put him down as free agent.
How do I put this? Drew
Release.
Gulak, maybe boss promotion.
Maybe. Okay, fair enough. Eddie Thorpe.
People are gonna hate me. NXT.
Idris Enofe.
Oh, both of them NXT.
Which one's the other one?
Malik Blade. Idris. It's Idris Enofe and Malik Blade. I'm probably not.
That's it. Right, Gable Steveson. Free agent. I'll put him down as free agent. I think
it's either NXT or free agent.
Right. That Guru Raj, wasn't he released?
Raj Guru or whatever.
Yeah.
Isn't he like a backstage guy?
I don't know. I'll put him down as free agent. There we go.
So,
Hank Waller.
NXT.
Right. Ilya. Obviously, do we have him coming up as part of Imperium?
Yeah, I'll send him to Raw.
You're going to send him to Raw? Is that what we had figured? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah. So, yeah, go for that. I was just double checking there. So, yeah, okay. Javier
Barnell, NXT.
NXT. Javon Evans.
NXT, but that kid's got a very bright future.
Yeah. Joe Coffey and the rest of what they call Gallus.
Yeah, NXT.
Right, I'll keep them on there. See, this is now where NXT's covered up now because obviously NXT and NXT, isn't it? Because they're staying on there. Joe Gacy.
NXT. I told you, most of these guys are going to be staying.
Josh Briggs, obviously, he'll be staying on there. Lexus King, NXT.
NXT, yeah. No.
Mr. Stone, obviously, that's come down as he's a producer now, so I'll put him down as
free agent.
Yeah, so I'll put him down as free agent. Miles Bourne, NXT.
Yeah, NXT. He's with the no quarter catch.
Noam Dar, he's part of that, isn't he?
NXT.
Obafemi.
NXT.
Aura Mensa, NXT. Rich Holland.
NXT.
Sean Spears.
NXT, probably.
Yeah. Tank Ledger.
Barely know who that is. NXT.
Trey Bearhill, NXT.
That's a person. Okay, NXT.
Yeah. Trick, obviously, we know he's going to be staying on NXT.
Trick is definitely staying on
Yeah.
NXT.
And then the last one for the men, Wesley, when he's back. Actually, I'll put him down as free agency.
Free agent. That's an interesting one though, but I think he's going to finish a run in NXT. Then
yeah. Right. So now we've just got the females down in from NXT. Now some of these I reckon could be coming up. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to think about that one. Ariana Grace, NXT.
NXT. Yeah, she's too new.
Blair Davenport.
She could be main roster, but
yeah, I think she might be going to Raw. I've just got to see.
I'll go with Raw. I'll go with Raw.
We need some now from NXT to come up because we've got hardly any coming up. Brinley Reese, whoever that is, I have no clue. NXT, who will say that one? Cora Jade when she's back from injury. Actually, or should I put down as free agent?
I think she's staying with NXT.
I think she's staying with NXT. Right, okay.
She's not dating Braun anymore, so there's no really reason to pull her up.
Yeah, Danny Palmer.
NXT.
Fallon Henley.
NXT.
Right. Gigi Dolan. Now, I think they might finally pull her up. Yeah.
I think they're going to SmackDown.
Yeah, I can sense it that maybe her coming up from that one. Coming up SmackDown. So I put down on SmackDown for that one as well. I agree with you there. Izzy Dame, NXT.
Nah, NXT,
yeah. JC Jane. Now, could she be coming up as well, do you reckon? Or because obviously they're not really together anymore, are they? So, I mean,
she is facing Thea Hale next week.
Yes. So
I'll say to Raw, sure.
To Raw, fair enough. Yes, split them up. Right, Jada Parker.
NXT.
Jakira Jackson, NXT, I'm going to say, with the rest of them.
Yeah, NXT.
Jasmine Nix, whoever that is, NXT.
NXT.
Carmen Petrovic,
NXT.
Barney Jordan, NXT.
NXT.
Kiana James.
NXT.
Lash Legends.
NXT still.
Yeah, Lola Vice.
NXT.
Lyra Valkyria. Now,
that one's interesting. Now, I had her winning the belt. Send her up. Why not?
Yeah, I think she could.
Raw.
Yeah, I was going to say that one. Miko Satomura. She's obviously not been about for ages, so I'm going to put her down as free agent. I think for that one.
Yeah.
Right. So last couple then. So Nikita Lyons when she comes back from injury.
I say NXT.
NXT still. Next one's going to be quite interesting. Roxanne Perez. Now, obviously, we discussed this earlier on.
I think she declared for the draft already.
Yes.
I'll send her to SmackDown.
You think SmackDown?
Because
then somebody from there. Yeah. I think she's coming to main roster. One of the two. She's coming up to main roster. She's got to be. They've got to be bringing her up to main roster by now. And that, and then, like I said, then I think then somebody on the main roster is going to take the belt and then go back down. Yeah, maybe she's going to drop it to somebody on a random SmackDown, maybe on draft night. You never know.
But she still might have to defend it at like pay-per-views and stuff. So maybe, maybe at that June 9th show she loses.
Yeah. I mean, no, it has been done before where they've obviously done matches actually on the Raw and SmackDowns of the draft. So maybe she defends it against somebody on Raw. And that, and drop
not impossible,
and then after she drops it to whoever then she drops it to goes to NXT, and then she then obviously then into Mercedes, and she's been drafted to SmackDown. That could be the thing, can it? So Rika, NXT.
That's enticing, but considering she just came back, I'm gonna keep her on NXT.
Yeah, Stevie Turner,
NXT.
Tatum Paxley now NXT still, or do you think she's?
Yeah, I think NXT still.
Yeah, Valentina Perez. She's still employed. I'm going to put her down as free agent because I'm not sure. Wendy Chu, she's out injured, so I'll put her down as that. And Ren Sinclair.
NXT. She just got there.
NXT, right? Okay, right. So that's basically then. So that's all the names covered then. Is there any you think that we haven't put down that maybe could be coming on in or could be coming on up or anything like that, or any surprises that you think, or anything like that, really? Or
With the exception of Jacob Tattoo, nah, not that I can think of.
no, can't think of any. Right, well, then, yeah, so that's then where we think then they're going to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this bite, and then next week we'll see sort of how close we are.
And then we're just going to laugh at ourselves.
Yeah, basically, yeah, when we turn around and say, why the fuck do we think this person's going to this show? And then, like,
We'll be like,
yeah.
well, we were way off.
This will be now where they got NXT completely, and that we're like, wow,
Oh, yeah.
that's yeah. So all these NXT names where you just like NXT, we'll be like,
Braun Breaker's going to be back on NXT. Carmelo Hayes back on NXT.
Yeah, we'll be like, oh, okay, random.
We're just
so
like, cool.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is later on, I'm going to put every single name which we put where into the relevant rosters, so we see where they are. So then for next week, then saves me having to actually try and find them. I can actually then like put them in like the order to which we've got them now, really. So it's sort of in alphabetical order, but like males and females and that again. So which one it is. So we'll see exactly how many we've got. We've probably got like 500 roster members to Raw and like. Or whatever. Or,
yeah, it was. It's chaotic at some points. Jeez.
But Raw's definitely going to be getting the most stars because of Netflix. Obviously, yeah, and they're going to be getting the bigger stars as well. So, like what we said, that's why I personally think that Roman's going to Raw and everything like that, and they're going to obviously put them on there. That's blatantly going to happen and stuff. I don't know whether. I'm thinking as well, maybe on Friday, the top draft picks is obviously going to be Damian. It's going to be the champions. So you're going to have Damian and Cody. They're going to be number ones, obviously for that one. Possibly Roman number 2. They'll do the bloodline and Roman maybe as number 2 slots or something.
Maybe.
That. Or do they keep Roman as a free agent so they don't know? Because he's out. Do they like keep him? Not draft him, so it then gives that intrigue and stuff like that. Right?
Yeah, like keep him out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, so where do they, where does he go to and stuff like that? That's the easiest thing. But yeah, so that's our draft and then and to where we think it is. Not really much else really to cover this week. No, I think that's roughly everything. That's obviously all the news and everything. Bobby's got the signs, so we managed to get that within the hour.
Not bad.
Obviously, the news as well. So, So
and we even talked about some other stuff.
Yeah. So as per normal, then, so like and subscribe. That's to myself at Xero News on YouTube and News Xero on Twitter. Bobby's Breakdowns on YouTube and Bobby's Breakdown on Twitter. I have to keep getting them right because they're different, aren't they? Really. Okay. Yeah, that's a new background as well there.
Yeah.
For that one. Obviously, we better shout out to Alex and WrestleBuddy. For that one. So go and like and subscribe to him if you want to. That's Wrestle_Buddy for them.
Go check out my WWE mock draft video. People are already saying it aged poorly. Not sure how that works because we don't even know who has gone where.
Yeah.
But you can't fix stupid, folks. So.
I think it's probably because of the Rio thing and everything like that you obviously put
into.
You didn't know that, did you?
But you can't comment that until the draft is finalized.
Yeah, and I mean, when you did it, you kind of didn't know that Rhea Ripley was going to be injured.
Oh, if I would have known, I would have waited. I had no idea.
Yeah, if there was even rumors about it, then obviously, that would have made sense.
It was nothing until like 3 hours later, and I said, well, I'm not going back to re-record this whole thing.
Yeah. So, yes, that's that one. And again, shout out to Two Heads, One Table podcast as well. They're one of our sort of guys and stuff like that, really, who does it. Mm-hmm. I don't think we've got much else coming up. Obviously, like I said, the website will have full coverage. I might even put it on Twitter as well. I'm not sure yet, but I will be updating the website as we go along with the draft on both nights, on the Friday and the Monday. Yeah. Like I said, I likely put it on Twitter as well, but then obviously afterwards, because it can get a little bit confusing with the shows as well, being live tweeted. And sometimes as well that they get all mixed up and stuff. So I will be updating the website with that on both nights. So keep an eye on there for the coverage live of the draft. That's it then for this week then. Thank you for tuning in. Another great week. We'll be reviewing this draft thing next week and obviously laughing at ourselves, I expect, for most of them. So
when they all just switch shows completely and we're just like, huh? NXT, most call-ups in history.
Yeah, it'd be every single member and that on there, and then all of a sudden, they'll do a completely brand new roster or whatever, and that'd be what it'd
What
be.
was her name? Brenly Reese. Yep, she's getting called up. We don't know who that is, but she's
Yeah.
getting called up.
Yeah, she'll get called up just to annoy those guys on Xero and Cut, just to annoy them on that because just to show how much they completely fucked up with that one. But yeah, so thanks for tuning in this week, and we will see you next week. This is Xero signing out.
And I'm Bobby. We will see you next week. Later.
See you later.